The night of decree is also known as Laylatul Qadr. There are other names such as the night of power, the night of measures, night of destiny, or night of value. Laylatul Qadr is mostly known for being in the time of Ramadan, representing the time when the Qur'an was first revealed. It specifically occurs during the last 10 days of the holy month of Ramadan. No one really knows the specific date of when Laylatul Qadr actually takes place. However, each year in the month of Ramadan, Muslims pray specific prayers during the last 10 days, not knowing which day is Laylatul Qadr. But there is a hint that on this specific day, the weather will be a really nice weather. It won't be too warm or cold. Rain may fall either during the night or during the day of the night, and the weather will be pleasant. It will be a pleasant night, being neither hot nor cold. The sun will rise early in the morning without visible rays. In this period of time, we may recite the Qur'an a lot and try our best to become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Laylatul Qadr is also described in the Qur'an as better than 8,000 months. This was stated directly at Surah number 97, Ayah 3. Any action done on this night, such as reciting the Qur'an and remembering Allah, is better than acting for 1,000 months which do not contain the night of Qadr. Allah's Messenger used to exert himself in devotion during the last 10 nights to a greater extent than at any other time. May peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, related that the Prophet said, "Look for Laylatul Qadr on an odd-numbered night during the last 10 nights of Ramadan." This was also narrated by Bukhari. The Prophet said, "Whoever prays during the night of Qadr with faith and hoping for its reward will have all of his previous sins forgiven." This was narrated by Bukhari and was also recorded by Abu Hurairah. It also said that if the month of Ramadan is 30 days, Laylatul Qadr would fall on the even nights. The 22nd night would be the 9th that remains, and the 24th night would be the 7th that remains. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri also confirmed that to find Laylatul Qadr, the nights have to be calculated and not the dates.
The Prophet ﷺ told us that Laylatul Qadr is a great opportunity to gain some rewards by doing things that will please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any reward you will do that night will be multiplied 70 times more than regular days. The rewards you do that night will be equivalent to 1,000 months or 83 years. If you pray and want to attain rewards out of sincere faith, then all your past sins will be forgiven. Some good deeds you can do during Laylatul Qadr is read the Qur'an, make lots of dua, invite people over, give food and money to people, and visit the sick.
Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, before he was a prophet, used to go to the grotto or Mount Hira just to sit and think about how life was created. He wanted to know how crops grew. He wanted to know why the sun and the moon were up in the sky. He wanted the answers. And one night, suddenly a strange light approached him, and then there stood Angel Jibreel. The only thing Angel Jibreel would tell him was, "Iqra," read. Prophet Muhammad did not know how to read and kept telling the angel to go because he can't read, and so he started to leave the cave. The angel would not leave him alone. He kept telling him, "Iqra, Iqra, Iqra." The Prophet was annoyed and he kept telling the angel, "I can't read. I keep telling you this, but I can't read." And then the Prophet gave up after a few tries and decided to listen to the angel. Angel Jibreel gave him the first few ayahs of the Qur'an, told him to spread it around.
During these last 10 nights, it is better to look into yourself and question what can you do for these last days. Question what your intentions are and what is possible to be done by you. A better way of finding what you can do is, for example, see how close you can get to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask for forgiveness over you and others you may ask to be forgiven as well. The Prophet ﷺ did things during Ramadan and these last 10 nights like he wouldn't do on any other day. He would decide to fix his bed neatly to make the nights alive, or more open to what it seems. Remember that following the Prophet's ways will lead us on to the right path, towards Jannah, and bring us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Laylatul Qadr is one of the most sacred nights in the Islamic calendar. It takes place in the last 10 days of Ramadan. Allah says in the Qur'an, the night of decree is better than 1,000 months. It is said that whoever prays Laylatul Qadr with good faith shall be forgiven for their past sins. Doing things like praying extra, making dhikr, reciting extra Qur'an are examples of good acts of worship to do on these nights.